going on YouTube? The Assist Man, and yes, man, I'm coming back at you guys with another Neverwinter YouTube video. Inside of this video, man, I loaded inside of Port Nyanzaru, and I got on my toothsome. And lo and behold, man, all of a sudden I was chilling, and this dude, Senior Kyle, said, I got a toothsome too. And then he messaged me, and I told him to make sure he watches the video, How to Train Your Toothsome, coming this weekend. Now, obviously, I filmed this after that video, but I didn't put that video out yet. So, Senior Kyle already knows one of the main ways how to train his toothsome. You have to keep them in pairs. You have to remember, like I said in the video, man, the best way to train your toothsome is to keep them together. They like their friends. So, man, enough about that. Let's go ahead and get into the topic of this video. And what I want to talk about in this video again, even though I made videos about this in the past 2 months, Mod 16, man, is really closing in for consoles right now. I mean, we're about a week or so away, a week and a half, and I've already covered this stuff. But I'll do another refresher again, because it seems like a lot of people are still asking me questions. A lot of people are still leaving comments, even though I made videos about this again, but it's good to do a refresher. And they're asking these questions, and this is the topic of this video, is what are the best runestones and enchantments to use in Mod 16? Because we're still in Mod 15 on Xbox and PlayStation 4 right now. That doesn't mean that you can't future-proof yourself, like I've already done weeks ago. So if you guys do enjoy this video, man, don't forget to hit that thumbs up like button. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, man, you're doing yourself a disservice. Subscribing to my channel is absolutely free of charge. It's not like Twitch. Subscribing to me is free on YouTube. Just hit the button, man. Hit the freaking button. So let's go ahead and get into it. In Mod 16, man, I've talked about this in the past. Power. Power is all that matters. Power is most important. Any way that you can stack more power, you want to go ahead and do so. Now, like I said a few minutes ago in the beginning of this video, I've already future-proofed myself for Mod 16. These are pretty much the enchantments and stuff I'm going to be using in Mod 16. Dark enchantments in my utility slots, Azure enchantments in my defensive slots, Thunderhead enchantment in my defensive slots, or in my armor enchant slot, and all radiance in my offensive slot. I'm still using a Fey-touched weapon enchantment right now, but I plan on trading that in Mod 16 for a Vorpal enchantment, and I also do have a lightning enchantment, because I feel that I'm going to be using the lightning enchantment personally a lot more than the Vorpal in Mod 16, but who knows? Who knows? But let's talk about what are the best enchantments to use for your offensive slots on your equipment. And that is 100% going to be Radiant enchantments. All Radiant enchantments. Once again, you want to stack as much power as you possibly can. Power is everything, so all Radiant enchantments in your offensive slots. People have been asking me about companions in Mod 16. Everything changed. You're still going to be using your 3 bonding runestones, but all of your companion gear now, you're not going to be able to put in, enchantments in them anymore. You're not going to be able to put in Azure enchantments and Radiance and Darks and Black Ices and Brutals. You can't equip that stuff on companions anymore. You have to have runestones. And by far, the best runestone to use in Mod 16 are the empowered runestones, because they give you power. It's all about power, baby. So, in Mod 16, for all of your companion gear, you want to be using empowered runestones. As high of a rank as possible as that you can feasibly get. Obviously, in Mod 16, runestones and enchantments go up 1 rank. You can now upgrade them to rank 15. So obviously, if you can afford to upgrade all your enchantments to rank 15, have them at rank 15. But if you can't afford that, at least get some rank 9s or rank 10s minimum, to use on your companion gear. But for your companions in Mod 16, you want to use all empowered runestones. Pretty much nothing else. On your offensive slots, you want to use all Radiant enchantments. Pretty much nothing else. On your defensive slots, this is kind of like up to you and your class. Me personally, I'm going to be using all Azure enchantments in my defensive slots to get more defensive resistance, more damage resistance. It's very important in Mod 16. Now, it does have a cap. So if you reach that, I believe it's 50%. If you reach the 50% damage resistance cap, then there's no need, and you still have extra defense. Take out some of your Azure enchantments and then use Radiant enchantments for hit points. That's, the best way to do it, in my opinion. But in Mod 16, for your offensive slots, Radiance. All Radiance, nothing else, nothing less. For your defensive slots, either Azures or Radiance. On your companion gear, Empowered Runestones. For your, obviously, Bonding Runestones, Bonding Runestones. It's very, very important. Now, some of you guys are probably saying, oh, well, what about, other stats like Critical Strike and Accuracy and Awareness and all this other stuff that's inside of the game? In Mod 15, Mod 14, a lot of people were using Brutals. A lot of people were using Black Isis. It was helping them get their recovery high. It was helping them get their Critical Strike to 100%. Well, what you got to realize in Mod 16, Critical Chance caps at 50%. So you don't need as much Critical Strike anymore, and you still need a lot, don't get me wrong, but here's the thing, is that the new item level 80 gear that we're going to get in Mod 16 is going to have a ton of stats on it. And most players are probably going to meet the caps of awareness and critical strike, and armor penetration is extremely important. All of the stats are still extremely important, but most players are probably going to reach the cap just with their stats and their companion gear and what's transferred from their augment companions or companions to them. So you're really probably going to be at the stat caps for armor pen and critical strike and accuracy and awareness and other things that matter. So the only thing left to do then is to stack into power and hit points and maybe defense, like I said. Also, in the How to Train Your Toothsome video, I told you guys, man, when you're not using Toothsome, make sure you bring him to Protector's Enclave and put him on one of the mount pedestals. But I decided, like I said in the How to Train Your Toothsome video I did, you gotta make sure you take Toothsome out for some playtime in his natural habitat. So he was being good. I decided to go take him to his natural habitat of the dirt and let him play around for a bit. But to recap this once again, because people keep asking me, although I've already covered this in videos, it's on the forums and a lot of other people have covered it already as well. Most importantly, man, in Mod 16, you're going to be at your stat caps for most things just with gear and the stats you get transferred to your character with your companion. So for offensive slots, you want to use Radiant enchantments. For defensive slots, you want to use Azure or Radiant once you hit the damage resistance cap. For utility, at first, you want to use Azure enchantments for your utility slots at first, because they give you an experience bonus. Everybody wants to get from level 70 to level 80 as fast as possible. So, use Azure enchantments in your utility slots till you reach level 80 to get you ranked up to level 80 faster. Then, once you reach level 80, take your Azure enchantments out, put them in your defensive slots, and then take your dark enchantments and put those in your utility slots, because dark enchantments, just like they've been in Mod 14 and Mod 15, are pretty much still going to be best in slot in Mod 16. Now, they're not going to give you movement, because movement was taken out of the game, but they are going to give you companion influence strength. And look at Toothsome over there messing with those guys and jetting out. So, dark enchantments for your utility slots. Azure enchantments for your defensive slots or Radiance once you hit the damage resistance cap. Radiant enchantments for your offensive slots. Empowered Runestones on your companion and your companion gear. That's it. That's it. You're not going to be using Black Ices and Brutals and Cruels and all that stuff. Because like I said, most people are going to be at the cap. They're going to be at the stat cap for critical strike. They're going to be at the stat cap for accuracy. So by using Black Ice enchantments, you're just adding useless critical strike and accuracy that you don't need and getting less power. So you might as well use a Radiant enchantment and get more power. That's why on PC, in Mod 16, all of the Black Ice and triple stat enchantments and double stat enchantments like Brutalities and Cruels are selling for very, very cheap now. They've totally dropped in value. And the enchantments that are selling for the most in Mod 16 are the single stat enchantments, primarily the Radiant Enchantment, the Azure Enchantment, and the Dark Enchantment. They're selling for a lot of money because everybody wants more stats from the single stat enchantments. That's it. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. So I took Toothsome out for some fun playtime. We were chilling. And I hope you guys got the information that you needed from this video. I mean, I know I repeated myself like 10 times, but it's pretty simple, and I've already covered it, you know, in the past. But just a refresher, because Mod 16 is right around the corner for us Xbox and PlayStation 4 players. You know, it's about a week away, week and a half away by the time you're watching this video. Hell, it might even be out by the time you're watching this video. So, those are all the things you want to use. As I was chilling here on my Toothsome, man, minding my own business. Look at this. A damn heroic encounter spawned right on top of me, and one of the big ones too. But Toothsome is such a beast. This dude is such a beast. Look at that. He takes more hits than any other companion in the game. He's still getting hit, and he's just shaking it off like nothing. Toothsome said, man, I don't care about all these dudes hitting me. I'm skating out. That's why I love me my Toothsome, man. So anyway, man, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope it gave you some information you needed for the upcoming module. And if you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up like button. And if you have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Tell your friends about my channel so they can subscribe to my channel. Then you can help a brother out. Share this video. Do the whole 9. I always love you and appreciate you guys. So anyway, YouTube, this is the Assist Man and Toothsome. And until next time, we are out.